damn thing, and Leslie has only begun to show us her crazy. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another ZATIMA video, as the new season just recently premiered. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down season 4, episode number 1. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my ZATIMA content and conversations. If you're not subscribed to BET Plus, you're going to need to go ahead and get on it, because that is where the new season of ZATIMA is premiering every Thursday, 2 new episodes. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm disappointed. I am, but not necessarily for what went down in the episode. It's honestly because of the air that I feel about this episode, or about this season. This episode I thought was going to be like a turning of the tide, a changing of the guard, with us focusing more on Fatima's pregnancy and ZAC and Fatima's life as they move past burying his mama, as they move past like trying to save his brother, and as like different characters pair up. So like Deja and Preston are seemingly looking from the trailer, right? They're seemingly getting into a relationship. Angela's revisiting this whole thing with Bryce. Belinda is not going anywhere. Her and Nathan are still going, and then Lori pops up again. Like, I thought that there was going to be new energy, but this episode really set the tone to just let me know that it's going to be a continuation of what season 3 was, and I didn't necessarily really love it. I felt like the focus of season 3 being like, keep this away from ZAC, don't tell ZAC, don't tell ZAC, don't tell ZAC, because ZAC is too angry. He's angry. And then he just wants to kill Jeremiah, and now he's suffering the consequences of that, only for us to come into season 4 with him now wanting to whoop Jeremiah's ass again. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't want to whoop his ass 100%, but I'm saying that I would have expected ZAC to start to have learned after all that we've had to watch him go through in season 3, tied to him not being able to control his anger, and specifically not necessarily trying to control his anger on a like respectability politics type of thing, trying to control his anger with the understanding that that's not going to actually do anything. I'm still struggling with the fact that ZAC hasn't learned multiple lessons, but one of which being, you beating the hell out of this man doesn't actually make you more of a man. And there's certain things that happen and said within the dialogue where he's like, oh, Fatima, you don't know what it is to be a man. So you mean to tell me your manhood is predicated on you wanting to kill your damn brother and beat all the living hell out of your damn brother because he's a junkie? There's plenty of men who don't ever have to find themselves in that circumstance and they still masculine. I'm just saying. To me, I struggle with even being able to like root for ZAC or find sympathy for ZAC, because so much of how he sees himself, so much of his masculinity, so much of the being a leader within this family, within this relationship, is heavily rooted in toxic masculinity. And it's just the most annoying to watch, because many of the men who suffer from toxic masculinity don't even realize that they are actually suffering and they're limiting their lives. They're living these pigeonholed ass lives when they could literally free themselves from the bullshit and actually be a stand-up guy. Free yourself from the bullshit and find some emotional intelligence. Free yourself from the bullshit and be a stable place, a soft place to land for your damn partner who is trying to move heaven and earth for your ass. But we have to watch throughout this whole episode you contend with your anger, so much so that while the paramedics are working on Fatima, because no, she don't get shot, but she starts to cramp a lot, because I guess she tries to hit the deck when a gun come out, and she slips and falls, and the stress elevates her blood pressure, and then she starts to experience cramping and everything. You are more focused on, now that the paramedics are there, going to go whoop Jeremiah's ass than being by her damn side. And you're telling her, I'm not gonna never leave you, while you're taking off your shirt, going to go fight your brother, which is going to wind up having you in jail. You literally are laying hands on this man when the police walk in, and for me, it's just like, this is deja vu. Why is this not feeling like it's deja vu? So much so that one of the police officers that's come here to arrest your damn brother and could arrest you as well is the same police officer that was sneaking you a damn cell phone trying to tell you that Fatima was cheating on your ass just in last season. It just feels so redundant, y'all. It feels so damn redundant. And there, to me, is so much that they could be discussing with the characters and with the show. Like, even focusing on the idea of like patriarchy and protection. ZAC is hella focused on, he wants to protect Fatima, so much so that he wants to go get a damn bodyguard for Fatima so that when he's not around, she can still be protected, because he is just hell-bent on this idea of protecting her. First of all, where y'all gonna get the money from it? Because I thought that y'all was broke. Fatima still has to work because y'all broke. But that's the first thing. The second thing, protection comes in all forms, in a way that ZAC does not actually acknowledge any other form of protection other than physical, but then also what he associates with protection is whooping somebody's ass after the fact, when is the protection going to actually come into play? Because I thought the protection was part of prevention. Protection is actually planning ahead, strategizing, adjusting, pivoting, so that harm doesn't come to you. Not simply retaliating once the harm has already come to the person. Like, ZAC, it's just like, what is going on up here? Because it don't seem to be clicking, Steven. It really don't seem to be clicking. I wrote down here, I'm like, ZAC, what about emotional protection? What about mental protection? What about spiritual protection? You're only worried about physical protection and then not even focus on the actual type of physical protection that would prevent the thing from happening to begin with. You just think, oh, I'm angry, I'm gonna go pound, beat on niggas, as if that's gonna do something. All it does is stroke your ego in the moment, because it also doesn't actually help anything. You could have beat the hell out of Jeremiah today and Fatima could have died on that table while you were pounding on his flesh. But you gotta protect her. And then you worried about what people gonna think. Well, people are gonna look at me and they're gonna blame me. Fatima's like, don't blame yourself. I'm not saying that you should be blaming him, but he needs to take some type of blame for the environment that he is building, for the culture that he is crafting around y'all's damn life, because y'all live a trollopy ass, trifling life, if you ask me. Every time you turn around, you are in a stressful situation. Every time you turn around, there's a fire to be put out. Every time you turn around, you are trying to mitigate and manipulate ZAC and manage him, because he is a big ass ball of chaos in and of his damn self that is wreaking havoc over your damn life, Fatima. And then also, I hate the fact that your default is always to lie to people. Oh, your parents is never gonna let me live this down. Oh yeah, because we can't tell them that. Is this gonna be your go-to for every damn thing? Everything that's uncomfortable, everything that makes people feel a type of way, everything that's gonna put people in a position to judge you, you're gonna be like, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. F them. You supposed to be so big and bad, since you know every goddamn thing, you got your degree. Stand on it. Like, just stand on it. No, you should not be in a position to be getting shot at. Cool. But ZAC is a thug and he brought his ratchet ass into their house and behaved as one, so ain't no hiding it now. ZAC looking like, oh, well, they need to go ahead and get over it. Like, I'm having you having my baby. You took your monkey ass into their house and acted a motherfucking fool. They ain't got to get over a damn thing, if you ask me. You showed them who the hell you were when you was showing your ass at that specific season of y'all's life, when you was worried about losing her and you was acting out. And her parents saw you for who the hell you are. At this point, you just need to be groveling and shutting the hell up. Like, ZAC has so many things that he could be focused on that could be better in his life, that could be shifting his perspective, that could be moving them forward as a family unit, setting themselves up to have a healthy, solid foundation to birth this kid into, and to also build this damn relationship on. And he refuses. This nigga refuses to damn focus. And if y'all keep trying to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, Fatima talking about something, I gotta work. You get to make your own schedule. He plays solitaire down at the rented office with the partner that he hates. Of course he gets to make his own damn schedule. He ain't doing shit. I want to know what the timeline is also, y'all. I'm trying to get myself together. Because I be so calm and I be like, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna tell the people what it is and what it ain't. And it's just in me, y'all. The passion, it just be there. Like, if I care, I care. If I don't, I don't. And you gonna get it how I feel it. The timeline really threw me off, but I'm starting to like grapple where we're at. I think this happens before Karen loses her babies, because ZAC says, oh, I've never seen a baby be birthed before. And I'm like, So that's what I'm kind of grabbing onto, to see where this is in the timeline of the whole sisters of it all. But it's all very confusing because they never really came out and made a definitive statement of like, this is where season such and such of ZATIMA falls. This is where season whatever of sisters falls. And this is how they actually integrate. I hear that moving forward in the newer season, so like season 5 of ZATIMA and season 10 of sisters, we are going to be a little bit more on the same accord, because I think Fatima's baby should be coming. And then we'll start to see the baby in sisters. But I don't know all that to be true or for sure, but that's what I'm guessing in reference to the timeline right now, right? The thing that did stick out to me is Belinda and her genuineness. Like, she really does feel like she was worried for Fatima's life in this episode, and this might be the beginning of them actually recovering their friendship. My biggest thing with Belinda is like, while she's talking to Angela, and Angela's like, well, just don't give up. It's going to take time. You just got to keep trying. Her trying can't just be showing up. You can't think that just having physical proximity to somebody is going to wear them down and make them be your friend. You actually have to change your ways. You actually have to change your mindset. And this is the part that I can't really get on board when it comes to Belinda, because while it seems like you were definitely worried about Fatima losing her life or being deeply hurt in this circumstance, and I feel that, I believe you, you're also still sleeping with a damn married man, which shows that your integrity and your morality is a little bit of goddamn skewed. And then also, you did not hesitate to throw Fatima under the bus, to throw ZAC under the bus in various moments, but you're trying to win her back in reference to her friendship while not actually showing solid ass integrity, solid ass morality, or things in which a friend, qualities in which a friend needs to actually hold. So then what the hell is she inviting you back into her life just so that you can stake her, just so that you can do some bullshit again? And you can love her to death and be loving her the best that you possibly can, and it could also not be enough. It remains yet to be seen if Belinda's going to be able to make it enough this season. But shout out to Angela though, because she is a real one. Now, at the end of the episode, the pop-up of Leslie, I was not anticipating. I think that she's going to be the little thing that actually starts to shift this season, which might be the saving grace for the season, because again, us launching into yet another season when ZAC is running around Atlanta trying to kill Jeremiah, I am not necessarily here for. But Leslie with the crazy still has the damn key from under the rock, thinking that nobody is there and Angela's there, and then she gets the line, oh, I'm checking on Fatima, I'm worried about Fatima, yada, 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 yada. Oh, Miss Girl, we see what you putting down. And Allison over on Beyond the Gates is turning Chelsea every which way but loose. It has improved the story. So maybe, just maybe, Leslie's crazy ass is going to do the same right here on ZATIMA. But those are my thoughts on episode 1. Y'all let me know what yours are in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. And I'm going to see you in the next one.